will hydrate, Joel. Thank you. And I'll check on whether or not I can run an additional ad, because sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I can't run another ad for a while. So, where's my thing? I'll give you that one back. Alright, cool. Yeah, no, if sometimes Twitch does and sometimes Twitch doesn't let me run an additional ad, and at least since I changed to Streamlabs, it's been way more pissy about when I can and can't do it. So it must have just had an ad like not that long ago. That's the only reason why it's like blocking me from being able to. Because usually it won't block me. It doesn't tell me how long I've got to wait for it though. That's the funniest part. But yeah, thanks for that, Droll. I've been sipping on my water a bit tonight. After yesterday, I was definitely right about needing some like salts and shit, because I ended up getting a salty sports drink today. I had that like after all my tests and shit. And yeah, I just hadn't considered the fact that I'd done a lot of walking over the weekend, and I may have like depleted some like salts and shit in my body. So that was probably why I was craving it so much. That and the fucking water capacity. But yeah, sorted that out. So who was it? Yeah, it was purple. Yeah, it's just a carcinoma. I'm assuming he's going to die from this eventually. Like, he's 59. He's got a pretty sick beard. And he's just like, I don't know, he's able to do some shit, but he's mostly just here to mill around my base. That's majority of his occupation, is just do stuff around the base. Now, you know what would be great is if these little, like, stingy cunts would actually just join my base instead of taking my food and being like, yeah, no, we'll think about this on, like, the 5th or 6th meal. Inspired creativity. I'm trying to steal guinea pigs for breeding. So it's no fear, no anger to the guinea pig. Whispering to itself about odd jobs. I don't think that's the way that you approach an animal that you want to tame, but cool. I came near the guinea pig while talking to herself about death. For fuck's sake, Star, can you stop being a fucking weirdo for 5 minutes and try to tame the thing? Joyce, on the other hand, showed no anger or fear, but she calmed and encouraged the guinea pig and approached the guinea pig, whispering to herself about vomiting. What the fuck is wrong with my colonists? I swear. They're whispering to herself about all sorts of shit. Oh my god, why are there so many people? Oh, welcome in, Kieran. I have 266 colonists, and we have 266 colonists because this game has been running for 2 years IRL time now, and I'm working my way across the world towards a landed ship quest with at least 250 colonists to take that on. So, yeah. That's why we have a lot of people. I steal everybody. That's essentially the entire thing, is I just steal everyone. But, yeah, welcome in. You can call me in so I don't speak English very well. Ah, that's alright. Unfortunately, I talk really fast, and I'm aware of that, so there may be a bit of difficulty with, like, understanding and answering and shit. But, yeah. You're welcome to ask questions and shit, and, hang out and stuff. We're just trying to go out to get some gold at the moment. We've got a few lumps of gold around the place, and I'm going off to trade with these guys because I haven't gone and traded with them yet. So I figured I might as well go over there and see if they've got stuff like gold or advanced components. And what's the other one I want? I want nutrimines as well. Where are they? Because I butcher it. I want to get more of these as well, if I can, so I can make more medicine for the best. There's so many settlers, the attacks are massive. I mean, sometimes. A couple of weeks ago, we had a raid of like 40 odd Inferno Cannon mechs. That was something. Sometimes we get like big triple raids of people, like a few hundred people. But like they're normally not too super advanced, and like when it comes to dealing with raids and shit, I have a few turrets. I should zoom out a little bit more than this. But, yeah, we have a bit of a defense system in place. Oh. We have roughly, give or take, having missed maybe one of them, we've got 187 turrets. I have the majority of them on this side of the map with the view that I want to prevent them from landing over here because this is a really hard side to defend. It's really narrow, like where I can build. Right, where's my buildable line? There. So I can't do too much here. And I can't defend like a huge section of it, so I try not to have attacks over here. We often get ocean side attacks and stuff. And then we have, like, if they come through here, this is better kind of thing, you know? I'm just keeping an eye on this caravan at the moment because I think everybody's up and about, and I forgot to check if McJolly was good to go. Nah, she's still psychotically wandering. She's fine. She'll just miss out on this one and Shadow will go in her place. It'll be fine. Prefer to play following the game stories or play to expand. I'm not quite sure what play to expand is specifically, but like over the years I've mostly just like built a colony and just kind of like chilled out with said colony. Like this is my second on-stream colony, I think. Before streaming, because this is like my first colony lasted for like part of a year, I think a few months, and then this colony's lasted for like 2 years. So it's been a while since I started up a new colony, but most of my colonies have been like 100+ colonists. So usually really, really big. And normally I just settle in one spot and I normally just kind of like make friends with like all of my allies around me. And I do like quests and stuff like that. And eventually I get to a point where I start needing so much resources. I start kind of like traveling over and really like going really far caravans and stuff like that just to go and like get resources and stuff to keep my colony alive and stuff. But this one we've been trying to do the landed ship quest, and I really didn't think that these guys would live past like their first spot that they arrived in, because like my previous group hated each other, but this group have been pretty good. We started down here. This was our first location on the map, and we're currently up here. So we also, this was the second location here, which we had to abandon that. We had to evacuate as an emergency from there when the 1.5 core update happened. And so now we are up here because the previous tile glitched. So we ended up moving in an emergency state, and we left behind a lot of resources. And you know what I'm thinking is maybe Parsons isn't like headed home. No, he's moving. It's fine. I just thought I'd check. But yeah, when we got here, we only had this little space in here, and it wasn't built. It was just like a dirt floor, and I had 20 odd prisoners coming, and I had 180 odd colonists coming, and yeah, we had to build a lot really, really fast. And as a result, like we went through a few different events where like they broke the generators in winter, which took out the grow rooms, and we didn't have resources to like fix that. So I had to break other things to be able to fix that so that we would have food production. We had a starvation event where I had to cull like 2/3 of my animals. So we went from like 750 animals down to like 250 odd, stuff like that. And yeah, we've had all kinds of stuff, but I normally try to like do my best to keep my colonists alive with the least amount of casualties. Like I normally try to like try again in a battle and see if I can do better or not, just to see if there's a better outcome, more people we can take, less people we can have die, stuff like that, you know. I like to start playing with the brutal nudity difficulty. Play Subnautica. I think you might like it. I actually quite hate Subnautica, but I know what it is. My partner likes it, and I've watched a few people play it, but I don't enjoy watching people play it. And I don't greatly like games where there's like space or ocean kind of stuff, where you kind of have like 4 different directions of motion kind of thing. I don't really like games that do that for the most part. Like, I like a lot more kind of like grounded games. I know that this is not exactly grounded, but like, I don't know. I can suspend some level of disbelief for like this game and stuff. It makes sense to me, kind of thing. But yeah, I definitely don't enjoy Subnautica, unfortunately. I think that having more than 12 settlers in is difficult. Now having so many must be totally crazy. It's not actually that bad. So if you have like less than 50 people, like even less than 20 people, it can be a bit of a nightmare because every single colonist has to pull their weight. Every single colonist has to have a skill and be able to like contribute to the maximum percentage around the colony at all times. Like, we literally just had a pack of like muffaloes that was sick and were just down for most of like fall, and it's like it's whatever, you know. And then in the case of like my colonists, I have like 30 to 50 people in any like category that may be available to do something day and night around the clock, and everybody's got a priority and stuff, so everybody's got a schedule and all the things. So it's pretty well automated. Like, I can fuck off and I can sit here and mine and stuff, and yeah, we might have a punch up back home, but who gives a shit. And yeah, then we move on and go somewhere else. At one point when we had the first location and the second location, and then later we had the second location and this third location temporarily, I had like 2 bases going at the same time with like part of my colony divided, and it was fine. Like, it does mean like double the chance of getting raided and crap, and might be at like the opposite location and stuff, but like, it's fine for the most part. I don't really think that these guinea pigs are going to join this colony, by the way. I reckon they're taking us for a free ride of food. That's what I feel about these bastards. This guy hasn't even been fucking touched. What about you? Oh, they might have been. Gieson's up here feeding panthers. Anyway, let's move fall asleep. No. I have telesphobia. When I played Subnautica, I had many scares as well. I'm not too sure what the phobia is, but yeah, there's a few games that I play that get me like literally like jump squeaking and stuff, because I don't really scream, I like just like squeak kind of thing when I get spooked. So there's a few games that'll do that. There's a few games that make me like jumpier than others, but like, I quite like the fact that RimWorld's just generally very peaceful like this. Hey Leia, can I get you to just clean the storeroom? Because it's looking pretty gross. I'm sorry if I don't answer maybe things you say. I understand half it because English is not very good. That's fine. Look, I just kind of expect that, like, if somebody asks a question here, like, there's always a chance that they may not be here for like the answer, or like the answer might not be clear. I also ramble pretty heavily, so there's always a chance that like I may have answered the question with like a different question's answer. So it doesn't make anything fucking easier, especially if you're not like, you know, if English isn't like your native language or isn't a strong language for you and stuff like that. There's always that issue and stuff. But you're always welcome to like lurk around and like ask questions, chat, or just chill or whatever. It's all fine. So Zephyr is a sea. Subnautica is a game where 90% of the time you spend in a sea, dark alien planet. You don't know any creature is friendly or aggressive. Yeah. No, I assume in the case of Subnautica that everything is aggressive. That's how I take that game. But yeah, I'm aware that like most of it's sea. I figured it had to be something that was like sea related. I didn't know if it was like ocean, open water sea or deep sea, or if it was like sea creature related. Because I know that different people have got like, some people are cool with like water and stuff like that. Some people are cool for beach. But then if you go into like above knee depth water and stuff like that, some people can't do it, or like they're fine on like a boat or something like that. But as soon as there's like a huge void underneath them, they're not okay. Stuff like that. There's all kinds of different phobias out there for different people, you know. I've seen 100-meter animals trying to eat you in that game. Yeah, I've seen a few too. The Leviathan and some other stuff will do that. But yeah, I don't know. There's that, and there's a couple of other games where like I just don't get the enjoyment factor out of playing them or watching them at all. There's a couple of space games that's similar to Subnautica, but like I just don't remember the name of them off the top of my head, you know. But yeah, I just like I've watched a lot of it. I just don't get into it. I don't really know why. Just there's certain games out there. There's certain games that I like. There's certain games that I don't. Sometimes there's a clear reason why I do or don't like something. Sometimes there isn't. And again, with games, sometimes if I like something, I may like it but not want to like dig into it, like not research more about it. Like I do that with like Diablo and stuff like that. Like I don't care to like research more about it. I see a fucking guinea pig in here. Mate, did you just get tamed, you little cunt? Hold on. Let's put you in the right spot. Hold on, ticket. You're not supposed to be in here making the fucking workplace all filthy. Yeah, get the fuck out. Go, shoot, scram. Amia, when you're done viewing art, can you clean the place? Because this guinea pig's obviously soiled up the place a little bit. Alright. Try playing RimWorld with medieval style mods, different stories and stuff. No. So I'm a mostly vanilla player for almost all of my games. I don't really get bored of the core game or base game of most games. So for RimWorld, I have 6 mods, and I think at least one or two of them are like compatibility mods to make the other mods work, like Harmony and HugsLib and stuff like that. So realistically, I probably only have about 4, and of those, one of those doesn't work. But I quite like RimWorld as it is. I don't really see, at this point in time, any point in like adding anything to it. I don't have any of the DLCs. It's literally just core game and a couple of mods for just like, you know, like I can make my caravan drop all of its inventory and stuff like that, just so that my animals can pick up the stuff, like something like that kind of thing. I used to have it that like the animals would wild reproduce, but I think that they've added that into the game anyway, so it doesn't work. But yeah, it used to be nice because I used to get a little bit more animal, like a few more animals on the outside of the map, which was good. It was helpful. I also don't know if Parsons' dead animals that he's bringing home, if they're going to be in any good condition by the time he gets home. But I guess we're going to find that out, aren't we? We got here. Losers' caravan's going down. Lasagna's caravan's still going down and out. Yeah, alright. I'll tell you what. I will send you down there because you guys got the hauling animals, so I'll wait. This group that's in the area, they're basically Dunskies. They're ready to go, but they're like chopping down trees like all hell. I don't need that much wood for the house, you know. Thanks up from Dream, tilts head wagging happily. Now what are you tilting your head about, Viken? There's another feather to Keelan and Tell. Happily gives feather to Droll. Keelan lays down, snuggling wolf bush. No. Viken's my stream wolf. He's very friendly. If you want to like pat him or leave him coffee or whatever, you're welcome to. Obviously, if you don't want to pat him or interact and stuff, that's fine too. Just, you know, be polite, be respectful and shit, and he'll treat you the same. But yeah, he often gives feathers as gifts and shit. So yeah, you can pretty much guarantee that you're gonna have like a few feathers by the end of stream most days. Nice to meet you and talk to you for a while. Go play RimWorld too. No worries. It was lovely talking to you. I am usually here around about this time. Like, RimWorld is only Tuesdays, but I do stream 10 until 2 most days this week and next week, so the fortnight. Also, thank you for the follow, Kieran. This fortnight's going to be a little bit uncertain. We have a storm cell headed our way that may interrupt my ability to stream and stuff some days, so it's going to be a like case by case thing. So, but I do keep my schedule and shit updated as best I can, so you know, unless I don't get a chance to before like a power outage or something, like Like, I will normally let you guys know if I'm streaming or not, and it's usually always, yes, I'm streaming. But, yeah, I'll catch you around, Kieran. You enjoy playing some RimWorld. Yeah, with my RimWorld, I've never really... Like, it's not so much that I haven't really branched out into the other stuff yet. It's more so my games run so fucking long that it's kind of hard to have the experience on all these different things. Most people kind of like play a game of RimWorld and like they're not playing the same game of RimWorld by the end of the day, right? Or by the end of the week. Like most games last like a day or a week kind of thing. This game has been running for 2 years. It started in like 2023 and it's 2025 now. So it actually started in March on the 7th. So it's literally 2 days before being 2 years old. But yeah, it's been going for a long time. And like a lot of my games do run for years, actual fucking years. So it takes me a long time to get to experience all the different things. Like there's some stuff that I forget about. There's some stuff that I keep finding and stuff in the game. That's great fun and shit. But yeah, when it comes down to it, like I don't get to like chop and change as much as like a lot of other people. Like some people will get to chop and change between a couple of stories in a week or try out a few different runs and whatever. And yeah, I basically, when this colony survived, when they didn't immediately kill themselves and it was looking like this was a harmonious group, I was like, this one's going to last for a while. And all I could think of was the only thing I haven't done in RimWorld for myself yet is I haven't gone to the landed ship quest across the world. And I'm like, this is one of the few ones where it is on land and it's not in the fucking sea or sea ice or like on a fucking island or some shit. So I can actually get to it. And that's why I chose to like head towards it. But then I started getting a lot of colonists. Like I started taking everybody really, really quickly because we had like 180 odd or about that in like the first area. I think it was like nearly 180. And then like when we were in the second area, we definitely had 180 coming out of there because we moved so quickly between the 3 bases. And yeah, I'm curious how many people I can have. My initial thing was like to see if I could have 200 because my previous colony, not my previous one, my previous biggest one was like 173, I think, give or take. Somewhere around there, it was 170 odd was my original biggest colony. And then I was like, I wonder if I can have 200. And then I got 200 really easily. And I'm like, well, let's see if I can get 250. And I got 250 really easily. And then we struggled with this location because many reasons in game. But then, yeah, we're at like 266 now. And like, I don't have intentions of expanding that up to like 300 or anything like that. Like, I'm trying to keep it about 250, but like we're still got to move at least a couple of times. Like I definitely want to move like not very far away so that the next move isn't too bad, because this place was such an emergency move. It basically nearly destroyed the colony. And if this colony doesn't make it to the landed ship, I don't care how many years that takes. But if we don't make it to there, or if they die off, like I can't save them for whatever reason, then I'm gonna do this play again. Like it's gonna probably have like the same original colonists, but like it would be a different location, and I would have to hope that the map, like I have to hope that the people get along, because even the same people don't get along game to game. Like they have different personalities, they do or don't like each other and stuff. But then I'd want to hope that I could like pick an area that I can actually get to the landed ship quest again. Because if it's on a sheet of sea ice, I'm not going to successfully do that no matter how many people I've got. You know, I don't have good experience on that particular area. Whereas if this colony succeeds, in however many years that may be, like the next thing I want to do is make a colony where I kind of like go about taking out the world kind of thing, like all my enemies and shit, because that's one thing I'd like to do that I haven't done yet. Mind you, it's literally just like any of the factions and stuff. I don't think they get wiped off the map. I have no fucking clue. But I would like to maybe have it that I could have like, I'd like to have like double allies and double enemies and stuff like that. Because when I made this one, I wasn't expecting it to last very long. I really wasn't. I was expecting it to like die off pretty quickly. And because of that, I only made like one set of allies, one set of enemies. And I was like, oh, this will be fine. But when it comes down to like quests and traders and raids and stuff like that, the double amount is a little bit better. But yeah, it's been 2 years and this colony's still alive, and it's probably still got a couple of years in it. So it's gonna be a while. I've also got to go find Ocelot and make sure to get their weapon back too. They should have healed by now. Go find where Ocelot was, because they went down earlier. They had a punch up. I went past O's, didn't I? Yeah. Ocelot looks like they're okay. Not great, but they're alright. Okay. Let's get you a gun. You dropped one of the EMPs, and I don't think I've got a better EMP gun in here. Ocelot's a complete psycho, so I might actually get them the minigun back. I'm going to have to find somebody else in like a mid-tier shooting situation to take on a EMP blaster. Because I still need to have around about 6 people that can do that. Don't get me wrong, that's better for me. But yeah, I'm going to have to find somebody else to do it. Like, I don't really want like my Acrylic to have it. That would be great. But she's like melee and stuff. Could you imagine if I get her higher shooting? Like, I just get all the neuro trainers and I'm like, fuck your interest in melee. We're going like full tilt shooting, and then you could be like the person that does the EMP blasting and stuff, so you're not getting around hunting shit and blowing yourself up on boomalopes and shit. Like, I could do that because she's gonna have... She's got animals, right? Mind you, this is getting less and less all the time, but she's got animals for now. I see you, mate. Are you on this? Yes, good. All right, just checking. Don't mind me. I'm just checking up on these guinea pigs that are coming into a colony. I also forgot to check if we've got a 2 male or 2 female situation. There should be these 2 up on the corner here. They look like they want to leave. I also think that my cats might be hunting them occasionally, and that's not helping us to get them. That's one of mine. All right, it's fine. How many female to male guinea pigs do I have? I have 2 female to 1 male, and one of them's pregnant, which is fine. I'm trying to produce meat here. Like, not a lot of meat, but the furs are good, like, good to sell, so it's a little bit better for me than, like, just chickens and ducks. Mind you, how are the ducks and chickens going? They're doing good, actually. They don't look like they're overkilling it. All my other animals just are not catching up. The cows are getting there. The sheeps are overpopulating. I'm trying to allow the sheeps to come up in ranks because, like, for fuck's sake, they're breeding like flies. I culled them a while ago because we don't get a huge amount out of them, but I do get wool. And I don't know if they do milk, actually. Hold on. I don't think they do milk. I think they do wool and meat from memory. Where are sheep? Here. What do you give me? Sheep wool. Wool. I'm not seeing a milk category, so probably no milk. And they do plain leather and wool. I wonder if you peel a sheep during its wool season, do you get wool and plain leather? Because normally my people peel the sheep, like they shear them right before they peel them at the butchering station. And yeah, I hadn't really thought about the fact that they might be dropping both, realistically. Oh, my eye. But yeah, anyway. Ocelot's coming down here to get themselves a gun, so they'll be fixed up, and then I'm just going to remember to get, it wasn't Amia, was it? Augury. I gotta get Augury her gun back later. Plus probably Hawk and some stuff. No, Hawk's got weapons. You guys all got weapons except for Augury. It's fine. So basically, I'll need to give Augury a weapon in the future. Again, I'll have to get her weapon back. My groups that have gone out, these guys are waiting on... They're pretty pissed off at the moment, but they are waiting on a caravan to come down to them so that then I have enough animals, hopefully. I don't have enough animals for the amount of wood that they have picked up, but I will leave wood along the way if I have to. And what I want to do is I want to combine them and go to these 3 gold seams because one of them has hostility, but the others don't. So I'll probably send them to the hostile one first and round robin it back, but 4 gold things at once will be good. And that gives me, what? How much gold? It gives me 600 gold for 12 nubs, so that's not too bad. Parsons is nearly home. He's working on it. He's still got enough food, but yeah, he's bringing home like some steel and some wood and some crap, some meat and stuff, so that's fine. He's good. And Lasagna's caravan's going out to trade. He combined with bees, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, losers will combine. So everybody's kind of going where they're supposed to be. I don't think I've got any additional caravans waiting. And I have got like this little section of internal steel that we're working on, but I might need to move that up. I might need to move that inside actually. And same with that one. I may have to just move that down into here. There. Alright, so when they're done with that, they can move those, and like eventually I'm gonna have to work on doing all the components and crap, but I'm mostly trying to get the nutramine thingies, whatever, so that they've got more medicine that they can make. I'm trying to get some gold so that I can make advanced components, and I'm trying to buy advanced components. Obviously, I'm open to the psychic shock lancers, but realistically, I'm not really concerned with buying more steel. I have 23,000 steel. I think we're good for steel. Where is my nighttime? There.